Welcome back to the Institute on our Institute playthrough. And the first time we did molecular level to get inside the Institute, which we finally have. But when we got here, there's nobody around. And Sturgis gave us a holotape, so I suppose we can use it. Not that we really want to. Load holotape. Network scanner. Okay, initiate scan. Okay, so this scans the system and then we have to give it back to Sturgis. Okay, access logs. Okay, those are courses and that's probably me. Take back the holotape. Okay, now we need to go and explore, find people and tell them we want to join the Institute. Who's that?
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance.
Who's this guy?
I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Okay. Institutionalized. Now I feel like they're telling me
I
I'm
can
crazy.
only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute.
Whoa.
This is the reality of the Institute.
That's a nice,
this place, these
nice
people,
view.
the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all.
Is that a
As
camera?
you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Mm-hmm. Okay, anything else here? And, oh yeah, footsteps. Okay, well this is the only way. Okay,
Would need the key.
need a key for that. That's not working.
Don't have the key. No use.
Hey kid, can you help me out?
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Sean, where is everyone?
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
We're leaving this place. Together, okay? Okay, Sean?
What's going on? Father? Father!
Sean! Open the
I
door!
don't know you. Go away! Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Damn
Father?
it!
Father, help
Sean!
me! She's trying
Open
to
the
take
door!
me. Father? Father, help me!
Who are you?
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Father?
Father. That's your name? Your title?
Father is my unofficial title. It's what I've come to mean to the people of the Institute. Just as you are a parent to your son. To Sean.
I want answers, asshole. Now!
Under the circumstances, I will forgive your vulgarity. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
Come on. That's crazy.
I assure you, I am completely sane and entirely honest. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality, and here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
They stole you. Kidnapped you. It wasn't right.
Right, wrong, irrelevant. It was necessary. The Institute believed humanity's future depended on it. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
I think I see where this is going.
Then perhaps you already understand why it was necessary for the Institute to acquire me. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course, but it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
60 years. So much time. Wasted.
I know. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Your father. He never got to see you grow up.
Yes. What happened to him was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems what happened to him was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
I think I've heard enough for now.
Very well. The Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
Yes, that's what I want.
I know. I know you've been through so much. I'm pleased to see it has not impaired your judgment. Forgive me. I'd assume that after everything I'm sure you've seen above ground, you would be more than a bit biased against us. There is much to be done. You'll need time to acclimate yourself, a chance to become acquainted with our procedures.
I'm not here to take orders.
I'm afraid things here are different from the lawless wastes above. A society cannot be maintained without order. While you may be my mother, I am father to the Institute. It follows my lead, and thus, for now, you must as well. Will you trust me?
That's why we came here.
All right. I'll go along with it.
Excellent. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ao in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Okay. So we need to go meet these other people. What else?
Sean, about this synth.
You mean the child? It's a fascinating project, really. There are issues to be solved, of course, but we've made remarkable progress.
He's definitely impressive.
Yes, it's pushed our technology to the limit. We've gained some valuable insights in terms of both hardware and software. I'll make sure it's brought back online in the near future. You'll have an opportunity to interact with him further. But I'll admit I'm curious. As a parent looking for a child, looking for the younger version of me, what do you think? Do you think you could love him? Like you would a real boy?
I don't need a synth. I found the real Sean.
Yes, but not the Sean you were looking for. In some ways, the synth is far closer to what you expected. I wouldn't claim to know everything you're feeling, but if in some small way the boy's presence can help, I hope you'll keep an open mind.
Okay. Well, let's see. Let's check our missions things here. Okay, I'm not worried about that. We need to go meet the division heads. So How do we get out of this place? Let's go meet these people. Door. Ah. Okay, I suppose I need to go downstairs.
My mommy says your father's mommy, but he looks so much older than you.
Okay. Okay, let's find these people we're supposed to meet. Okay, which way? What do we have? Sense retention.
I'm seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together.
What
S
now?
or
They're
B?
dragging their feet on the targeting package upgrades I asked for. Maybe I should
We're
take
all
some
looking
courses
forward
with
to
me.
working with you.
Send a message.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well.
You sound
You'll
like
see.
a pain in the butt.
Doc?
So, here you are. Justin Ao, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider. The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. There's little precedent for this situation, so it's only natural to take extra precautions, It's nothing personal, I assure you. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
Okay.
Why would synths want to escape?
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact,
Yes, I
I'd
have.
very much like to know how you defeated it.
Why does it matter?
If there is some defect in Courser combat programming, then it must be identified and corrected. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else,
Okay.
I'll get back to work.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Very well.
I gotta watch out for this guy. He's a bit of a big mouth. Okay, well, let's move on to the next place. Let's see. What do we have? No. Nothing there. What's this? Bioscience. This is where Virgil worked. Let's see what this is about.
Have you had time to examine my latest reports on batch 274?
Well, looks like
Not
that's...
yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans.
Dr. Holdren's Synth Gorilla project is showing promising results.
Synth gorillas. Oh my word.
I
Okay.
wonder how the Warwick family is doing. Young Wally must be close to 10 years old by now. It's remarkable that any child can survive for so long up there, don't you think?
I try not to think too much about it. We have more than enough to occupy ourselves here. Those people are the last remnants of a dying past. It's best not to dwell on the subject.
They're still people, and they're suffering. We can at least admit that it's regrettable. After all, how can we hope to redefine mankind if we can't even hold on to our own humanity?
Well, that's a question best left to our colleagues in the robotics division.
Yes, well... I suppose you're right.
Interesting.
Doctor?
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren. head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
Like what?
I was just about to explain that. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Okay.
The gorillas are synths too?
They are indeed. Judging by your reaction, we've done a good job making them seem lifelike. The initiative is still in its early stages, but the prospects are very exciting. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is, but I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm not sure how well I'll fit in, but I'd like to give it a try.
Great. I was hoping you'd say that. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Okay. No,
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Good.
Take care, then.
We'll talk later again. Believe me. Okay, well, let's see. Where else do we still need to meet? It just says meet the divisions. Okay, well, I suppose we can find the next person. Let's see, what do we have next? Is it this one? Yes. Advanced systems.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Hello, lady.
I used to work exclusively on the synth projects, but lately I prefer less animated pursuits.
Well,
Ah,
that was productive.
what is productive about it?
Excuse me, Doctor.
Oh, hi there. Sorry if I seem distracted. I memorized 5 sets.
Sorry, what?
One day, I'll design a more efficient reactor to replace that old clunker in the basement.
If you say so. Okay, well... I take it this is the boss lady here.
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
Okay, what?
What is it you're working on?
Advanced systems, special projects. You've seen the boy, Synth, already. We've been hard at work on him for quite a while now. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you. I'm sure that will come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
I think
I'm good for now. Thanks.
All right.
Okay, well, now I've met all the division heads. Okay, what do we do now? Meet the division leaders. I'm missing someone still. So I take it I need to find somebody up here. Up more, okay. Oh.
You call this a clean floor? Are your visual receptors malfunctioning? Can you not see the grime and dust?
My apologies, sir. I was issued a defective cleansing unit.
Don't make excuses. You're clearly defective, and I intend to report this. Perhaps after you've been disassembled, we can use your components to make something that's actually useful.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Doc.
You know what happens when people get robots to do all their work? They get fat and lazy, that's what. Real people doing real thinking and real work. That's the future I want.
No argument here.
Nice to meet someone who isn't obsessed with replacing people with machines. I've been saying for years that we're too reliant on these synths, but nobody wants to listen. Maybe you can talk some sense into them. In any case, I suppose I should say, welcome. Perhaps a fresh perspective will do some good around here.
Okay. Somebody's having a bad day. I'm supposed to find someone. Let's see. All these courses walking around here are making me nervous.
All systems nominal.
There's the lady I'm looking for.
The Institute's a big place. It might take a while to learn where everything is.
Yeah, no, I'm getting lost
Hey,
in
Doc.
this place.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the Facilities Division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Oh, good to hear. It'll be a load off Sean's mind. Take your time. Get yourself acquainted. There's a lot to take in. Plenty of things you won't find topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
I think we are good.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Goodbye, then.
We cool. Okay. Completed. Institutionalized. Now I need to go somewhere.
It's an honor to have you here, man.
Okay, well, looks like it's the end of... No, it's not that one. Where the heck? I get lost in this place. I think I'm supposed to go... Who's that? Oh, Mr. Grumpy. Okay, that's where we need to be. So, why we can't bolt with all these things. Okay, there is... I'll stop. Okay, I think we are gonna leave it there for today. And we'll see you guys next time. Cheers.